Welcome to the Trump Breaking News Network, your daily source for up-to-the-minute Trump news. Join us today and every day. Here's today's news.
This is TBNN.
Trump Manhandles reporter. Leaves him in epic retreat. I don't want to. When ABC News anchor David Muir asked President Donald Trump during an interview this week whether he could hear the crowds during the so-called Women's March in Washington from the White House on Saturday, the answer he received was a lot more than he had bargained for. "No, I couldn't hear them," the president initially replied, after which he quickly switched subjects. "The crowds were large, but you're going to have a large crowd on Friday, too, which is mostly pro-life people. You're going to have a lot of people coming on Friday." Hundreds of thousands of pro-lifers were expected to participate in Friday's March for Life, reportedly buoyed by the prospect of pro-life gains under the Trump administration, according to LifeSiteNews. "And I will say this, and I didn't realize this, but I was told you will have a very large crowd of people. I don't know as large or larger. Some people said it will be larger, pro-life people, and they say the press doesn't cover them," Trump added. "I don't want to compare crowd sizes again. A stunned Muir then hurriedly interjected in an attempt to steer the conversation away from the liberal media's bias against conservatives. But before he could complete his thought, the president pressed further with his argument, saying, "No, you shouldn't, but let me just tell you, what they do say is that the press doesn't cover them." Trump was right, and ABC News itself inadvertently proved his thesis by completely omitting this portion of the interview from its official transcript. It was as if the network chose to pretend that this brief discussion had never even occurred. Moreover, last year, ABC, CBS and NBC spent only 35 seconds covering the 2016 March for Life, according to Newsbusters. Yet these same networks spent at least an hour and 15 minutes covering this year's so-called Women's March. This year's March for Life will likely draw a huge crowd in the hundreds of thousands, but as Matt Vespa noted for Town Hall, apparently crowd sizes only matter if the cause is liberal or anti-Trump. Please share this story on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you think about President Donald Trump's valid point about the mainstream media's clear-cut bias against pro-life women. What do you think about Trump's takedown of this liberal media reporter? Scroll down to comment below.
That's the news. Join us here every day. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell. See you next time.
This is TBNN.